How's it going there, guys? It's Jeremy here again, Consciousness Awake. Hope everyone's looking forward to a good happy new year. Happy 1/1/2022 at this moment, January 1st. In this video, I'm doing a different setup here. I just got a microphone with some energies flowing in front of your visual perspective, and then just some music in the background. And the main reason why is because probably half this video or a portion of it will be focused on just reading a transcript from a live Zoom meeting I had with a very interesting lady, which I'll talk about in just a few moments. And I want to basically share what she said word for word, exactly to the T. So I took like 20 or 30 minutes earlier to just take some key points from what she was saying and put it all on paper so I can read it to you guys in just a moment. Before we do that, let's talk about the pineal gland. Let's talk about the biggest war that has been going on for many, many years, centuries. The biggest war on humanity is the war on consciousness and the power struggle to control consciousness. Now remember, all of us as individual creator beings, individual units of consciousness that creates just naturally, if you want to, we are all, definitely, we are all co-creating the reality in this Earth reality matrix. It is a co-creation of all of our consciousness put together, but we are under the illusion of free will. So the power construct, the owners, etc., that infrastructure, that control infrastructure that's in place, takes advantage of our co-creational abilities, but in disguise, in the shadows. And one of those wars are the wars on suppressing our pineal gland and also suppressing our spiritual growth within that process. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about the third eye and the pineal gland. I'm saying pineal. Sorry, guys. Pineal. Sorry. Whoa. Pineal gland. There we go. Hey, it's kind of late here, so I'm a little tired. So forgive me. But yes, the pineal gland. It's been described. When you look through like metaphysical, metaphysical literature, that kind of stuff, the pineal gland is described as the seat of the soul, the third eye. It's the sixth chakra, as I've been talking about in some of my recent videos. The pineal gland, actually, it has been scientifically proven that it has an actual lens, a cornea, and a retina, as does our regular two eyes. Right? Isn't that amazing? And scientists have, we mean science has known about this for years. But something that's more recent, and not a lot of people have heard about, is something I'd like to bring your awareness to. And what I'd like to bring your awareness and attention to is that there are multiple layers of calcite microcrystals inside the pineal gland. Multiple layers, and I'm going to get back more into that multiple layers in just a moment, because it kind of connects to that live Zoom meeting I had with that interesting lady, which I'm going to get into here in just a moment. Yeah, so when our pineal gland is getting calcified, or you guys have heard the term calcification, I'm assuming. It doesn't mean that this calcification is like turning something into like a hard substance, or like a bone-like substance or something like that. What it's actually saying is the fluid that runs in between the multiple layers of the microcrystals, the layers of those, the fluid that runs through there is less dense, right? And it can just kind of move around quickly. And if you have a calcification going on with your pineal gland fluid, your fluid within itself just kind of thickens. It gets kind of mucousy. It's more of a thick, denser fluid, so vibrational frequency can only resonate, at a certain ability through that really mucousy, dense substance. And so that can be reversed very, very quickly and very easily through willpower, intention, but more importantly, diet, and not overeating. We really only need to eat like every 12 hours or so. 12-hour intermittent fasting in between a nice, good balanced meal is optimal. And especially when you're sleeping, then you're using less energy to digest any extra food from overeating. So that gives you more energy for out-of-body experiences and that kind of thing. So, all right. So, let me see. I'm at 7 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So, drinking clean, good water, and just eating a diet that is more fruits and vegetables and some meats. Some meat is fine. But if you don't want to eat meat, that's fine too. But some seafood is great. Sardines and wild salmon, wild sardines. Some chicken, that kind of thing. Those are good. Those are fine. You just don't want to eat too much red meat. Pork and that kind of stuff. Okay. Alrighty. So let's continue here. I want to say that I want to get into this lady here that I met just a few weeks ago. So I cannot disclose her actual name, or what state she lives in, or what state this underground base was located in. So I'm just going to be real careful and just going to kind of abide by my conversation that I had with this lady and not do anything like, against her back or whatnot, So I'm just going to go by what I talked about with her, and I want to point out a few things here that she disclosed to me, which I have in a transcript here so I can read that word for accuracy. But let me give you a little information on how I met her. Again, I mentioned she'd emailed me. So this is about 3 weeks ago. She emailed me saying she came across my videos and the OBE technique videos and whatnot, and then she stated that she had actually learned some of the techniques that I was talking about in my videos in one of these classes that were held at the underground base where she was at in 2011. And so after she had stated that, at first I was like, wait, who is this person? What's going on here? But then, we corresponded, through 2, 3, 4, multiple emails over a few days back and forth. And then the validity became very, became very evident. This is a very valid person who's trying to email me and contact me and talk to me. So like I said, I can't share her actual name or where she lives and whatnot, but I do want to share what she told me, which I think you find of interest. And then it ties in to this pineal gland video too, in just a sec here. It's kind of funny though. Like when we did our Zoom live, we did about a 1-hour Zoom live meeting on December 28th, and then right when I saw her, on the screen in the camera, she had a shaved head, and she had what looked like one of those transparent mask shield kind of looking things where it kind of suction cups against your face and it actually like distorts your facial features and whatnot. Creepy, right? Yeah, pretty creepy stuff. But then she disclosed that she was going through chemotherapy. She had to shave her head. She was losing hair and whatnot. But she caught her cancer at a very early stage. So she's looking good. Her survival rate is like 99%. So she's going to be just fine. So let me share what she said. Okay, so from this information is coming from her, which is what she learned while she was working for 7 years under her contract with Black Ops and with different types of astral projection technology. Okay, so this is what they figured out with their outfit, And she did mention also that this place was owned by a large corporation, but she didn't want to share which large corporation it was. So, all right, so they found out through their research at least that there's 12 dimensions. These are her words. That there are 12 main chakras, each energetically connected to each dimension. Did you get that, folks? So what she's saying is through their research that they have confirmed there's 12 dimensions and that we have our 7 primary chakras, and then we also have other chakras too, and then we have micro chakras, etc., etc. But there's actually 12 actual main chakras that are not on your body. They're well above the top of your head, for example, that kind of thing. And so let me see what let me look at this transcript again before I digress. Okay, so 12 main chakras, each energetically connected to each dimension. The 4th dimension also serves as a primary transducer center. So that's the words she used. Serves as a primary transducer. Transduction. Sorry. Wait, hold on here. Sorry. Yeah, actually it says the 4th dimension also serves as a primary transduction center. That is, it connects upper dimensions 5th and beyond to lower dimensions 3 and below by transducing down the higher order frequencies into metabolized lower frequencies. It's the last time I try reading at 2:30 in the morning. I promise. And so these higher order energies feed into the lower vibration of the body. They can do it more smoothly. So it's a smoother process. And then she mentions there are portals in the fourth dimension which allow access to different worlds in upper dimensions. We've talked about that actually in the videos too, about the portals that connect the astral tubes and the tunnels and whatnot that connect you to different astral planes, and then those subplanes that are within the astral planes, etc., etc. All right. So the next thing she said is the heart chakra is energetically connected to the fourth dimension, and that during all of their research and the activities and projects they were doing there, what they would do is they would have her wear a device that reverses the electromagnetic field on the chakra, on the fourth chakra, allowing her consciousness to upload into her energy body. They call it the etheric body, and that's what I call it too. At the same time, the device, as it's doing that, it would also shock the etheric body into a intense vibrational state to activate it for the easier transitional process. Okay. Some more here. Okay, so here she talks the fifth dimension, often referred to as the fertile void. So the fertile void is the level at which creative manifestation practices really begin. These practices represent the ability to create your reality, to change your reality, and to manifest your intentions. The fifth dimension is comprised of a lot of a lot of galactic space. Okay, so she said that was the last thing I transcribed, was the fifth dimension is comprised of mostly just a galactic space. So when you look up into space, you're looking also up into the astral planes. So other thing too that connects to the pineal gland. I'm at 17 minutes now. All right. So she said that with their research, their science confirmed that there are actually 12 layers of those calcite microcrystals. And what they're saying is that each of those layers connects to each of these different dimensions. Pretty interesting. That was a pretty interesting Zoom conversation with the person with the mask on their face that was distorting their facial muscles, and yeah, that was really intense, guys. But it was really interesting to say the least. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about the pineal gland there, and this lady that I just met here just the other week. I don't know if I want to maybe continue some other meeting with her on Zoom, or record something, or release something. I don't really know. This is all just kind of new to me, and I kind of expected, to get those kind of emails from people as my channel grew and more people saw videos. I think that some of these people, they have so much information, that's just buried within their own consciousness and their own experiences, and they just want to just express it, and then they see kind of like an avenue or a way to connect with somebody or share the story, and I guess that's kind of at the heart of things. That's kind of really just what it is. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're 19 minutes. You guys have a wonderful day. Talk to you very soon, and I promise my body and my face will be back in the next upload. All right, peace, guys.